Okay, we have another Civivi knife to talk about today. And this came from my pass around group that I'm in. I signed up for it, and because I was interested, I hear a lot of people talk about the Civivi Elementum, and I had never handled one or seen one. And when it came up on the list of things we could quote unquote like kind of check out, um, I signed up, of course, because I had wanted to check one out. It's interesting, and well, let's just dive into the specs first, and then we'll talk about. It's a button lock only. Okay, so there's no flipper tab, there's no thumb stud. It's cool in its look because it is a marbled carbon fiber scales, blacked out clip, blacked out hardware. I would have liked to have seen them do blacked out logo pivot and a really dark washed Damascus blade. They could have gone another step above and done black stop pins. You know. And they really could have recessed the clip. I won't drone on about that. The clip works, but they could have just taken it to the next level, right? So it's a button lock. So you have to depress the button and then open the knife. And then press the button to close it. That's no problem. Closing part, I get it. That's just how it goes. But to open it, it's very odd, and it's even more odd to do it under the camera. Okay? Because it's just odd. And I would prefer on this one either a flipper tab or a thumb stud of some sort, because I just don't like it. I just don't like the opening. I have button locks. I have had button locks before, like the ProTech Malibu is a great button lock with a flipper tab. This one is it's just so awkward for me to open it. Now, I've had it for several days. I did the unboxing a few days ago, and I made that comment about the button lock only. And there was a couple of comments that said, "Oh, just give it some time, and you got to get used to it and all that." So I understand that. But after a few days, I'm not used to it. It has broken in a little bit because I was the first one to get this on the tour. I got it straight from Weed Knives. Civivi is the budget option or budget line made by Weed Knives. So I was the first one to get it. So it was much stiffer when I first got it. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on this type of action. It's just odd to me. It's not intuitive. It is a little fidgety, but it's not, I don't know. I just don't care for it. So I won't drone on about that. Let's just get into the specs, shall we? When I say this is their budget line, this one is about $107, $110 right now online. It is 4.5 inches closed, 8 inches overall, 3.5 inch blade, 3.25 cutting edge. It is a Damascus steel. That's all we know. They don't go into details. Blade thickness is 0.115. Overall thickness is 0.448. It is ceramic bearings, and it weighs in at 3.2 ounces. So that ounce and inch weight ratio that a lot of people talk about, perfect. If this had a different opening mechanism, either a small flipper tab or a small thumb stud that worked, I would really like this knife, because I like this kind of black washed, dark washed, whatever you want to call it, finish on the Damascus blade. I think it's beautiful. I would have preferred a blacked out pivot, but that's okay. I can live with that. The button lock works great to close. I love the marbled carbon fiber. It looks great. There is a lanyard loop back here for those of you that run lanyards. I would have preferred the clip be recessed, but that's okay. It works great. All in all, it's really a cool knife. It is a little bit bigger than the older Elementum from what I have read and understood, at 3.5 inches blade length. So I think the other one was like 3 inches or so. It feels great in the hand. It's super slim, so it fits well in the pocket, kind of disappears. It's lightweight because they have skeletonized the scales, so that helps with the weight reduction. And all in all, I mean, it's just a great blade and a great shape and feel in the hand. You can choke up a little bit. Not really. It's kind of a flat finger choil, kind of flat and then out. It's not really super rounded, but it does work. I wouldn't get too aggressive with that because you are right up against the cutting edge, because that is a sharpened edge at the end. But all in all, I really like it, other than how you have to open it. It is right or left-handed with a pocket clip, but being a button lock, it's going to favor the right-handers better. I'm sure you can actuate it with your left hand, of course, but it's with your index finger instead of your thumb, and maybe that's fine. I don't know. I'm right-handed, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, to me, it's the opening thing. It doesn't work for me. So let's do a couple of size comparisons real quick, just to give you an idea. Here it is with the Sharpie, the D-size battery, the glow-in-the-dark Spyderco Delica. I had to get it because it glows in the dark. That's really why. I don't love the Delica size. I do use it for a lot of unboxings, but it glows in the dark, so I had to have it. Hellraiser P series. There may or may not be something in the mail from Ed over at Red Horse Knife Works right now. Keep your eyes open. There may be a little something coming soon. And then how about the Demco AD20? Totally different price range, totally different knife and whatnot. Let me step over here and let me grab, just because we're here and talking Demco, the AD20.5, which is more in line with this Elementum. It's about $150, $110. Both made overseas. One's made in China, one's made in Taiwan. I don't know. Kind of a good little question mark as to which is better or worse. I prefer this one just because I can open it without a problem. Okay? So out of these two, I would take the the Demco, because the opening, maybe I'm just not coordinated enough. And I can really open it better not under the camera, because the camera is facing straight down, so it is a little weird, and it's out over the table and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so anybody that has this, let me know what you think. Please, down in the comments, let me know if I'm just kind of challenged and I just need to get over it and it works perfectly fine for all of you guys, or if you guys have one or have handled one and think it's a little bit awkward as well. I would love to hear your opinions. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.